everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Shelby or Bippity Bruner, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome. And I am so excited about today's video because this is going to be part one of my Pocahontas collection. I decided to do this in two different parts to make the video a little bit shorter for you all. I am going to show my vintage Pocahontas toys first and then my figurines next. Make sure that you check out both videos. Pocahontas is my favorite princess of all time. She has been my rock forever and ever and ever. I have loved her so much. I might post a picture of me back when I was a little kid right over here of how obsessed I was with Pocahontas. I dressed up like her like almost every single day of the year of her. We're going to get right into this. So the first thing that I'm going to show is all of my Burger King toys. So some of these, I've got these in swaps, and some that I have bought, personally just bought, and some I've just received from friends. So the first one I'm going to show you is Miko. He is in a stump, and he's a finger puppet. Most of these are finger puppets. So this is what it looks like. That's where your finger goes. And he also closes. This one is Grandmother Willow. And this one is Pocahontas. And the reason why I'm showing these two together is because Pocahontas sits on the tree stump with her. She is just a plastic figurine. I don't know, it's hard to see her face. She does have the band on her hand. And this is how she sits. Also, I have Radcliffe in that same design collection. I have Flick. Flick rolls and his wings move up and down. It's kind of hard to show you like on a table. Here is another finger puppet. This one is Percy. So he is in his little pillow, sitting all high and mighty because, you know, he's super cute like that. I'm not a really big dog person, but he is just very sassy. The next one is Pocahontas. She's also a puppet figurine. So here is the sunflowers, and here's the vines. You have Pocahontas inside, and there is the bottom. Next one is a box. It has Percy on this side and Miko on this side. You open up the box, and there is Radcliffe, and he is a finger puppet. On the back of it, it says Burger King Kids Club. I have Miko, which is a winding up toy. He puts the biscuit to his face. Like he is eating it. This one is Percy. And his all sassy in his form. Look at that face. He is hilarious. He is also a wind-up toy. So he moves his butt. It's not going as fast. Here, hold on. And he walks with his sassy little butt shaking thing. This one is definitely takes me back to childhood memories. These are called Koosh. This one is Flick. I got this from Disney and Braille in our birthday box. And I absolutely love him. This is the tag. And there is Flick's body. And he's also got a tail. Here is the ones that you could have got. It still has the original price tag on it. Unfortunately, that's not how much they cost anymore. But you could get Percy, Flick, and Miko. This is the only one that I have in the collection. I really want the other two to complete this collection because I think they're fun. And I remember like just sitting there as a kid just playing with these things. I never had one of Pocahontas, but I had some of the 101 Dalmatians, I remember. The next one is a vintage cup. This is actually a child's cup. It's called a puzzle mug. This is Miko. Of course, I had to get Miko, but it is super, super cute. So this is what it looks like all together. So on the top of it, it has carrot, eggplant, radishes, uh, string beans, and then corn and carrots again. It has Pocahontas on the bottom of it, and it says, we'll just go down to here. Eggplant, that's what an eggplant looks like. It's purple, and there's one of them. There's carrot, there's 3 carrots, they're orange, and that's how many of them. There are corn, there's what it looks like, it's yellow, and there's 2 of them, and these are all changeable. So you can move it around. I really do like this mug. It's very simple. Oh, I forgot. It's very simple inside, and it does say puzzle mug on the inside. This is the bottom of it. It does have the original price tag on it. It's hand wash only, just because it moves. Inside of it, I have this little tiny figurine of Pocahontas. I got this in my birthday box from Nellie. I'm pretty sure that she's like holding a ice cream or something. I have no idea what in the world she is holding, but I love Pocahontas so much. The next one is a mug from Applause. I got this also from Nellie in my birthday box, and it is Percy and his sassy face. These were kids' cups back in the 90s. It does have some markings on it, but inside of it and on the bottom of it, it did have the original sticker. It just came off. But I love anything vintage, especially vintage 90s that bring me back all to my childhood. I love things like this so much. Here is an ornament. I actually got 2 of these. I've got one from Sue Banger's Bubbly and this one from Hello Tiffy Bell. It is a ornament, and it is John Smith and Miko. And Miko is like taking all of his biscuits. But he is an ornament. He's in Hallmark ornament. He is vintage. They don't make this anymore. I used one as a ornament and this one as a figurine since I don't have very many things that are John Smith on my shelf. So I wanted to include him as much as possible. So I put him as a figurine. The next thing is a book. It's called Miko's Busy Day. And you're like, why? But it's because it's vintage, it's 90s, and it's a pop-up. Like, I love pop-up books. I was obsessed when I was a little kid of pop-up books because that's when they started getting really big. But inside of it is like pop-up of each of the characters. So here is Miko. This one is Flick. He is a huge pop-up. Here is Miko and Percy. Here is some Miko and some otters. So he's taking a swim. And the very last page is Grandmother Willow and Miko. If you know me by now, this one is my favorite. Because I'm obsessed with Grandmother Willow so much. I love willows. At my new house, I'm planting a willow tree, and it's going to be my Grandmother Willow. The next thing is a McDonald's toy. They did these back in the 90s. It is the VHS version. Here's the McDonald's Happy Meals logo. It looks just like the VHS. And inside of it is a plastic figurine of the doll. And it also comes with a brush. They did a series of these. I really want the Alice one. Here is her. She's kind of crazy looking, in my opinion. Her hair is crazy. But Miko is a brush, and you brush her hair with it. Well, she's got some plastic hair, y'all. It's not going to be so great. But Miko is the brush. And it also doubles as a stand. So you can put her on the comb itself. The next several items are boxes. This one is one of my all-time favorite doll ever made. The best part about this is that I don't have just one. I have two of these dolls. I have two of the Braided Beauty dolls. They're both Pocahontas's, and they both have Miko, and Miko braids your hair. I have gotten one for my birthday and one in a swap. And the like crazy thing about this is that I did not know that it came in two different colors. So yes, the dolls are the complete same, but the boxes are different. So this one is like a dark navy blue, and this one is a lighter blue. And I was going to open up one and actually have Miko braid my hair, because that is like one of my dreams, is to have Miko braid my hair, because I've always wanted this doll ever since I was little. And I just could not get myself to open the box, because I'm a collector and I like things in the box. And the fact that both these boxes are different colors and different styles, I just could not open it. I just couldn't. I really love this. I am very happy to have two of them. This is my favorite doll. So, if you haven't watched one of those videos and you're new here, this is what it looks like. So, Miko braids your hair. And then you can also put a cute little accessory on it. So right now she has the seashell, but there's also a leaf, a feather, and a sunflower version. And this is Miko braiding the little girl's hair and her holding Pocahontas. And here are the other collections that you can get. So there is the Sun Color collection, and then there's also Pocahontas in her canoe with Miko. And I have one of the Sun Color collection. I don't have the other three, but I do have Pocahontas. This was gifted to me by Disney and Braille for our birthday swap. And as you can somewhat see, since the color, like the sun is shining, but the leaves are starting to come through in her dress. So as you can tell right there, when the sun comes out on the dress, it shows the leaves. And I love the artwork on this box because of all the leaves. I'm a huge Poca leaf fan. I absolutely love everything and anything that has Pocahontas on it. Also, with this comes a bracelet for Pocahontas or a ring for you. It is Flick that sits down inside of it. And here is a closer look at the collection that you can get. So there is Cocoam, there's Nakoma, Pocahontas, which is this one, and then also John Smith. These last two toys were also gifted to me by a Braille. Here is the Sleep and Eat Percy. So if you haven't watched that video, Percy, in our birthday swap, this is Percy. Percy has a pillow and a crown / bowl. If you flip the bowl crown around, it becomes a bowl. You can press him to close his eyes and sleep. Here is the back of the box. So here is Percy, there is Miko, and there is Flick. I only have the Percy and Flick. I do not have the other versions. Well, I do have this one. That's the Sun Color Pocahontas. And then I have Flick. It's a Flutter and Flower Flick. So the bed of the flower makes Flick a bed. I love the design on these boxes. And here is the back of the box. The very last thing that I'm going to show in this video is something that was gifted to me for my birthday. And it is it's not a vintage toy. This is the only thing that I'm going to show that is not a vintage toy. But it soon will be a vintage toy, and it's the only pop that I own. This was gifted to me by Sue from Bangers Bubbly because she knows how much I love Pocahontas, and she's a huge Pocahontas fan too. I love meeting Pocahontas fans because there's not very many merch out there, and there's not many of us fans out there to begin with. But this is the exclusive box lunch pop of Pocahontas for Earth Day this year in 2020. And it is Miko and Flick with their berries, I guess it is. Raspberries. I'm going to say it's raspberries. Here is both of them together. I love the scene in the box. It's got all the trees. There's Miko with Flick. And that is all of my Pocahontas toys that I have collected. I'm hoping to collect all of the dolls because I love dolls. I don't like porcelain dolls or baby dolls. I love like Barbie style dolls because I'm a 90s kid, and that was like the huge thing in the 90s is Barbie dolls. I'm hoping to complete the whole entire collection of the Sun colors. I really want the Pocahontas in the canoe with Miko, but that thing is so expensive. Check back in my next video because I will be showing all of my figurines of Pocahontas next. Thank you for joining, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Bye!